Welcome back to New Gen Marketing. Today we're talking brand values and how if you don't use them, you're going to miss marketing to a whole generation. A general marketing theory is that you need to make sure you build trust with your audience, right? But this is more evident in Gen Z and younger millennials than any other generation before. If Gen Z doesn't see their values being represented in a brand, they're going to refuse to buy anything in general. So what we need to do is make sure that we build actual trust with our consumers and with our audience. So the first way to do that is something we talk about all the time, and it's consistent branding. Making sure that anywhere that Gen Z or millennials are going to see your brand or see you represented, that it feels consistent, that it feels like you're being the same person all over the place, that you're not being two-faced. You're not marketing over here to this one group saying one thing and then you're saying something else over here. Being consistent, both visually and with what you say, is so important. Another piece to this is delivering on your promises. So more than any other generation before, Gen Z is really good at using the internet, being able to find things you said before and then remembering things you said. So saying something and not doing something is a great way to break trust, especially with this generation. The other thing we want to do is we need to make sure that we are being authentic in whatever we're talking about. So we want to build a long-term relationship. So we want to be honest, deliver on those promises, and also be consistent with everything else that we're doing. So if we say that we believe in mental health, then we need to be talking about that. We need to provide resources for that. We need to find ways to connect our product or our service to that. If your brand cares about environmentalism and you're using a lot of plastic straws, that's not going to work. We're not being authentic and we're not delivering on our promises. So as a result of growing up in the digital age, Gen Z really wants to feel heard and they really want to feel seen. So as a brand, listening to their feedback is a great way to win trust. If you say, we want to hear what your thoughts are, and you collect them and you do nothing with it, then you're going to lose some trust. If you say, hey, we want to know what you think of this product, then in version 2 of this product, you make those changes. It's a great way to build that trust and show off that you're doing it. Say, hey, this person told us this feedback, you said this, now we're doing this. A great way to build trust. We also, kind of in the same sense, we want to showcase reviews. So if you have a service or a product, say, hey, this is what other people are saying about it. That is going to hold so much more weight than if you say, our product's great, or our service is great. But if someone else, that someone feels relatable, says, hey, this product is great, this service is great, you're going to build so much value there. The last way to really build trust is similar to those reviews where someone else is talking about how great your product or service is. And we have a full episode on this, but micro-influencers and general influencer marketing is a great way because this is someone who has a following of people who trust them and is saying, I love your product or I love your service. It's a great way to build trust and to build reliability within whatever industry you're trying to reach. So as you're working to try to win the trust of Gen Z, be honest and authentic with what you're talking about and who you're talking to. If you make a promise, follow through. If you say something, stay consistent with that. Also, listen to your audience. Gen Z really wants to be heard and seen. So listen to them, showcase their reviews, and highlight the fact that you're doing all of this, that you're listening to them, that you're being consistent, that you're being authentic. And all of this is going to help you win trust in a generation that doesn't trust many brands because it's difficult to follow all of these. But if you do, you're going to be able to sell and keep a long-term relationship with this generation. If you've got more questions, feel free to reach out at lifestyle.media. And until next time, this has been New Gen Marketing.